बेटा। Masura Begum,
Yes, sir.
voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just confirm the screen. I'm sharing the screen and confirm, please. Just a minute. Please confirm it.
Yes, sir. It is shared.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So in the last class, we have been discussed the syllabus of this mathematics 3, and first unit is power series solution. So already I told you that unit 1 and unit 2 both are the part of differential equation. So first is
Excuse
power.
me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, some students have sent you the request to join the Maths 3 team. Can you please accept that?
What was the problem there? They have not joined. Just a minute. How many students
No,
are?
sir. So they have sent the request today, I guess.
Microsoft. I have accepted them.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome, please. So, so in order to find the series solution of a differential equation, we need to discuss some basic points. So already I have been discussed this point that an infinite series summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n varies from 0 to infinite is called a power series about the center x equal to x naught. When we will use x naught as 0, then we will say that the infinite series about the origin or about the point x equal to 0. So both the series can be reduced to each other by simple translation of the coordinate system. It means, suppose sometimes if anyone asks to find the series solution about the point x equal to x naught, okay, so sometimes we are going to face problem in calculation. So what we will do, we can shift the point x naught to origin. How we can shift? By taking x equal to x naught plus h or x equal to x naught plus z. So when we will take x equal to x naught plus z, then x naught to x naught will cancel out and z will be there. It means this will be shifted as z to the power n. So it's very simple things. I'm not going to discuss about this one more. Simply an infinite series of the form summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n is called a power series about the point x equal to x naught. Now, this series, because we are concerned about the solution of a differential equation. So if we are going to find the solution of a differential equation in series form, so obviously that series must be convergent. This series is going to be the solution of a differential equation. Solution of differential equation means, suppose we have a differential equation d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus xy square equal to 0. So what will happen in that case? If we are going to think about the solution of that one, it means the value of y in terms of x. Our solution is a relation between dependent variable and independent variable which satisfy the given differential equation. It means the value of y in terms of x which will satisfy the given differential equation. So what is this series which I have been highlighted here? It is nothing but the value of y. So y equal to summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n varies from 0 to infinite. So it will be useful solution. It will be useful solution for the practical point of view if this solution is going to converge. So I hope you all have been studying the convergence of a series in your BTech first semester. So the series this is said to be convergent at point x equal to x naught, if the limit this one as n varies from here, not m, it is n. So limit summation Cn n varies from 0 to infinity Cn x minus x power n and n tends to infinite exist, and whatever will come, that is said to be the limit point, is said to be the limit as the sum of the power series. Now, all power series have an interval of convergence in which our series will converge. This means that to each series there corresponds a non-negative real number r, such that infinite series will converge in that interval. It means mod of x minus x naught less than r. I hope you all know the meaning of this one. Mod of x minus x naught less than r means what? It means x belongs to the interval x naught minus r to x naught plus r, and diverges for mod of x minus x naught greater than r. It means outside of the interval x minus x naught minus r and x naught plus r, that series will diverge. And in this case, the real number r is known as the radius of convergence of that power series. So sometimes it may ask to find the radius of convergence of the power series, and sometimes it may ask to find the interval of convergence of the power series. I hope you all have been studying the method to find the radius of convergence in the video first semester. If power series is going to converge at a point x naught, x equal to x naught, then we will use r equal to 0. And this equals to infinite when it converges to all x. Now, so this is something basic points about the power series. Power series is nothing, it is in the form of this one. Summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n. So when we will call to find the series solution of a differential equation, it means you must assume a series solution like this one, like the power series. So you will assume like y equal to, you will say y equal to, like this one, y equal to summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n to be a solution of that differential equation. Okay, so it is the power series. Now, next question is, can we find the series solution of all differential equation? Any guess, please? Mangotham. Mangotham is not there. Already I told, if I am going to take a name of anyone, if that person not going to reply, then just I will make absent. No. Meghavat, Sindhya, Sindhuja. Meghavat, Sindhuja. Mihir Oza. Mohammad Akif Suhail. Mradul Garg. Mukula. Mukesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mukesh, I ask a question.
Yes.
Have you listened the question? Mukesh, have you listened the question?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Are you getting my voice properly?
Yes, sir.
I ask a question. Have you listened the question?
पावर सीरीज के बारे में बता रहे थे सर।
पावर सीरीज के बारे में बता रहे थे, लेकिन क्या बता रहे थे? हमने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा आपसे।
y इक्वल टू सिग्मा n सिग्मा सी एन x माइनस एक्स नॉट पावर n।
नहीं, दैट्स ओके, बट हमने कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा आप लोगों से। कंसंट्रेट नहीं क्लास में, लॉग इन करके ये क्लास मेरा नहीं चलेगा। Seriously, I told at the beginning of the class, I will make absent to all. Only I will take only those who are going to respond. Muniganti, Muniganti.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I asked a question. Have you listened to the question? Please reply fast.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
That's why I'm
Actually, there was
asking.
network issue from Sir, actually, there was network issue.
Nehananda. Nehananda. Narne Sri Ram. Narne Sri Ram. Nidhi Rai. Narne Sri Ram, mute yourself. I'm not getting your voice properly. Nidhi Rai.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, what is the problem with you? Are you getting my voice properly?
Sir, कॉलेज में सर थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू है सर।
You are in college.
यस सर, लाइक प्रॉक्सी और वाईफाई के चक्कर में थोड़ी दिक्कत हो रही है।
नहीं तो आप लोग अपना नेटवर्क यूज करिए, मोबाइल नेटवर्क यूज करिए, अदरवाइज यू विल फेस अ प्रॉब्लम इन क्लास। ठीक है?
यस सर।
I asked a question. Have you listened to the question?
सर लैग कर रहा था सर, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आई उस टाइम, क्वेश्चन नहीं सुन पाई मैं।
Anyone have listened to the question? But I feel that just you are logging and you are doing some other works. It will not happen in my class. Already I told to all of you that I will take a name of anyone, and if that person not going to reply, then just I will make the absent of that guy. My question was, if we are going to, because we have been discuss about the power series, this kind of this form of the series, if something is in the form this which I have been highlighted here, it is an infinite series about the point x equal to x naught. Then we said that this, if this is the series of differential equation, then it must be convergent, and it must converges to some point and in some interval. So that interval is said to be the interval of convergence, and the radius is said to be radius of convergence. So sometimes we need to find the radius of convergence also. You all have been studied the convergency of infinite series already in the BTech first semester. So from there you can find the radius of convergence. Now my next point is we are going to find the analytic function. But I ask a question. Can we find the series solution of all differential equation? So no one listen to this question. You should understand. If we are going to study the series solution, then we must ask the question ourselves. Why we are going to study the series solution? Because sometimes we fail to find the analytical solution of a differential equation. I have, I don't remember, maybe I have given the question in the last class. If we have d2y by dx square plus y square dy by dx plus x sin y equal to 0. So my question was, can we find the solution of that differential equation? Although you have been started the solution of differential equation from your 10 plus 2 standard. Ten plus 2 standard. So everybody note down question, please. Everybody note the question. d2y by ds square. Shivangi,
Yes, sir.
I have given this question in the last class. d2y by ds square.
Sir, actually, I was traveling in last class, so I couldn't attend that.
Okay, so you all note down this question. I want to know basically whether what we can do or not. d2y by ds square. You will note down this question. d2y by ds square plus 7 dy by dx plus 12 y equal to 0. What is the solution of this differential equation? Everyone noted the question? I have given very simple question. Again I am repeating the question. d2y by ds square plus 7 dy by dx plus 12y equal to 0. It is very simple question. Now Ritik. Ritik?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is the solution of this differential equation? Ritik, have you got the solution? Ritik, what happened?
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Have you got the solution? Sachin Kumar,
Yes, sir.
have you got the solution?
Yes, sir. Root will become m is equal to minus 3 minus 4, sir. Then we will put on the equation y is equal to constant e की power minus 3 3x plus e की power constant e की power minus 4.
Minus 4 1. Okay. So it's a very simple question I have given. C1 e to the power minus 3x plus C2 e to the power minus 4x. Now I am going to slightly change the column. d2y by dx square, same question, plus 7 dy by dx plus 12 sin y equal to 0. Shivangi,
Yes, sir.
have you noted the question?
Yes, sir. I'm writing, sir.
d2y by d square plus 7 dy by ds plus 12 sin y equal to 0. Now, please find the solution of this differential equation. I may ask to anyone. I am giving 2 minutes. Yes, anyone got the solution? Sachin Srinivas? Sachin Srinivas?
Yes, sir, I'm doing, sir.
You are doing. How much time you will take? Yes, anyone?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please. Rajat.
Sir, since the dependent variable is not free from the radical sign, so the degree is not defined, so I'm not sure. Can we find the solution? Sir,
Why
I
not?
cannot.
If there is differential equation which is not linear, then we can also find the solution of the differential equation. But the question is, it's not necessary to find the solution always. So you should take decision. So this is a problem where you can't find the solution of the differential equation as per the exact method.
Yes, sir.
So this kind of problems, because we are going to modeling the physical problems. One of the problems have been discussed in the last class, blood flow through arteries. So when we are going to deal some physical problems, then the governing differential equation will come in different manners. Maybe in that manner which I have given to you. So in that case, we need to find the solution of the differential equation. Otherwise, our particular problem will unsolved. We can't think about that problems. So, if we are not in position to find the analytical solution, then we should move towards series solution or numerical solution. So, my next question was, because you understand that every differential equation need not have an exact solution. There are some differential equation who have exact solution, but there are some other differential equation which doesn't have analytical solution. So in that case, we need to find either series or numerical. So next question, whether every differential equation can have series solution? It was my question. It was my question whether every differential equation have series solution. So no. Answer is no. Because we can find the series solution of differential equation of any differential equation under some limitations. So what are the limitations? That was going to be discussed here. That's why I asked a question so that you can understand why we are going to study next part. Next point is analytic function. So if f be a function defined on an interval I means maybe to interval a to b, then f is said to be analytic at a point x naught which belongs to the interval I if f can be expanded in a power series about x naught, which has a positive radius of convergence. Again repeating, a function f is said to be analytic at a point x naught which belongs to the interval AB if f can be expanded in a power series about that point x equal to x naught. It means fx can be expressed like this one. Summation Cn x minus x naught to the power n and varies from 0 to infinite. For Rx in an interval a to b, R a to b means that interval may be like this one also. X minus x naught to the power modulus of x minus x naught less than r. You all know the meaning of this one. It means it is in an open interval x naught minus r to x naught plus r. So if fx can be expressed in terms of series for all x in an interval this, then f is said to be analytic. Here C and R constant and one converges. It means this series converges for all mod of x less than r and r greater than 0. This radius of convergence can be found from ratio test or root test. Already I told you that you have been studying the convergence of infinite series. You have been studying the number of methods to check the convergence of series. D'Alembert ratio test, Cauchy test, Cauchy root test, comparison test, so many tests were there. So with that we can find the radius convergence. So the first point is about the analytic function. Now, next things in very simple language I can say, this is not mentioned here. Sometimes you have to give the answer of the question immediately. Suppose you may write down one question again. d2y by dx square plus x by x minus 1 dy by dx. You all are writing the question? Mradul?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing the question?
So that previous one?
No, right. I'm just telling you another question. Write down. Please, you all sit with your copy and pen.
Yes, sir.
Next question is d2y by dx square plus x by x divided by x minus 1 divided by dx. X divided by x minus 1 divided by dx plus 3x square y equal to 0. Another question? Okay. d2 y by dx square plus x divided by x minus 1 dy by dx. Dy by dx plus 3x square y equal to 0. Yes. Yes. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, this is one function. Maybe you may assume this function as fx. Fx is this one. So although we have been studying the definition of analyticity, a function f is said to be analytic at a point x naught which belongs to the interval I. If, when we said the analytic, if f can be expanded in power series. So the expansion of power series is the confirmation of the analyticity of the function. So you have a question in your mind that it is quite difficult task to check whether the function is analytic or not. And important things is we are not going to say this one. We are concerned about the series solution. So there is a trick to check whether the function is analytic or not. So you may note down somewhere every polynomial is analytic. Why? Because every polynomial can be expressed in terms of power series, and that will be convergent. So if there is a polynomial, like you may see here, 3x square. So this 3x square is will be analytic everywhere. If we are having 3x square plus 7x plus 2, then again it is a polynomial and it will be analytic always. So every polynomial is analytic. Sin x, you know all that it can be expanded in terms of series. You all know the expansion of sin x minus 6 power 3 upon 5 to 3 plus so on. So these are analytic. So where is the problem? If we are talking about this one, then this is also polynomial. So it means this function is analytic everywhere except x minus 1, that is x equal to 1. Because when x equal to 1, then what will happen? If this fx will tends to infinite. This fx will tends to infinite as x tends to 1. It means, what the meaning of this one? It means this function is going to diverge. So when we are going to write its series, then that series will diverge at x equal to 1. So that will not be the convergent series. So it means we can expand, although we can expand this in terms of power series, but that power series will not converge at x equal to 1. So it means this function is analytic everywhere. It means it will converge everywhere except x equal to 1. So what will say? That this function is analytic everywhere except x equal to 1. Everyone got the point? Any question then you may ask her, please. Anyone have any question regarding the analyticity of the function? No one. Please be careful. Now, Shivangi,
Yes, sir.
everybody have joined the institute now?
Yes, sir. Almost everyone has come.
Okay. So please, you all be aware. I will take the quiz in offline mode. Be ready for that one. If you are attending the lab classes, you all are attending lab classes. It means you are coming in the institute. So be ready for the quizzes which I will conduct offline mode. So you should understand the concept of the topic. Anyone have any question? Again, I'm asking whether the concept is clear, that all functions will be analytic, it means polynomial will be analytic. Why? Because they can expanded in power series. So this is also polynomial, but there is a problem with the denominator. So you may equate denominator to 0 and you will find the points where your function is not analytic. Now, if please mute yourself.
बहुत अच्छा है और सराहना का ज्यादा दिया
Yes, so here I'm considering x minus 1 x square minus 4. X square. Yes, who will tell? Nidhi. Nidhi. Similar. Nidhi.
Yes, sir.
Why is replying too late? Yes, please. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Whether this function is analytic?
Yes, sir.
Analytic everywhere?
No, sir. At like x equals to 1 and at x equal to 2, it's not.
Only 2.
1, sir. X equals to 1 and at x equals to 2.
It means it will be analytic at x square minus 2?
No, sir. No, sir. No. Yeah, yes, sir.
Right.
Minus 2 is also.
So there are 3 points. It means this function will be analytic everywhere except 1 and plus minus 2. So I hope you all understand the definition of analytic function. A function f is said to be analytic if f can be expanded in power series about point x equal to x naught, which lie in an interval I. Now, after antecedent of function, we should understand some basic points like the ordinary and singular point. These are the basic things, and after that we can start the series solution differential equation. So here we are considering second order homogeneous linear differential equation with variable coefficient. It means a naught x y double dash plus a1 x y dash plus a2 x y equal to 0, where a naught x not equal to 0. So this differential equation can be written as in the form of this one. Just divide this whole equation with a dash a naught x. So here its coefficient becomes 1, and here its coefficient becomes a1 x divided by a naught x, and here its coefficient becomes a2 x divided by a naught x. So a1 x divided by a naught x can be assumed as px, and a2x divided by a naught x can be assumed as qx. So this differential equation can be expressed in this form: y double s plus px y dash plus qx y equal to 0. Now, a point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of the differential equation 3. A point, again I am repeating the sentence, a point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of the differential equation 3. If px and qx both are analytic at point x equal to x naught. Again I am repeating the sentence. A point x equal to x naught is said to be analytic, is said to be an ordinary point if px and qx both are analytic at point x equal to x naught. Is it okay? Saurabh Kumar? There are two Saurabh Kumar. Yes. Saurabh? No one is there. Sasank Saxena? Sasank Saxena? Shaukin Khan? Shivam Kasaudan?
Sir.
Yes. What is an ordinary point? Have you listened?
So there are net lagging.
It's basic things. ये तो simple है. You all.
So like it's a point where sir where it is analytic. Sir, where functions are analytic.
The functions are analytic. Shivam, do you know why I am asking this question? Because just to make attention, your attention. You
Yes,
are
sir, I know.
not attending this class properly. Just you are thinking that it's okay. It will not happen in my class.
Okay, sir.
Please listen my sentence carefully. If you have any doubt, then you may ask a question immediately. You should listen carefully. You all should be with your copy and pen. If I am telling, I will not allow the recording of this class. No. You all will face a problem. Recording of the class will not allow, because if you are not there, just logging and then moving even there. So I will not allow the recording. Shruti? Shruti Viskarma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. What is an ordinary point?
Sir, an ordinary point, sir, where a function is analytic. Sir,
Which function?
Sir, functions, sir, points.
No.
Sir, like P1.
Yes, so in order to define a differential equation, ordinary point is a point of differential equation. So you must define the differential equation. How will you see? A point x equal to x naught, you must see the slides. A point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of the differential equation y double dash plus pxy dash plus qxy equal to 0. Again I am repeating. A point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of the differential equation y double dash plus pxy dash plus qxy equal to 0. When if px and qx both are analytic at point x equal to x naught. So ordinary point is not of the function. Ordinary point is of differential equation. Again I am repeating. You must remember in my class itself. ऐसा नहीं कि हम बाद में याद कर लेंगे इसको. You should understand here. A point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of the differential equation y double dash plus px y dash plus qx y equal to 0 if px and qx both are analytic at point x equal to x naught. If, now next point, if px and qx both, either px or qx or both are not analytic at point x equal to x naught, then that point x equal to x naught is said to be singular point, because the topic is ordinary and singular point. So ordinary means px and qx both should be analytic at x equal to x naught. If either px or qx are not analytic at x equal to x naught, then that point is said to be singular point. Is it okay? So ordinary point will be of a differential equation, and singular point will also be the point of differential equation. Okay, so a point I mentioned here, a point x equal to x naught is said to be an ordinary point of a differential equation 2 or 3, whatever you will say. Both and 2 and 3 are same. Sometimes ordinary point is also called regular point of the equation, and then singular point means simply not analytic at that point. Now, one question in this case, you may see this problem. What the value of px? Who will tell? Shivam Pandey. Shivam? Here problem is with the number of students. I don't know. So my maximum time is going to just call them. Satvik.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. What the value of px in this problem? Yes.
Px equals to x, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Qx equals to minus.
No. It
Sir,
means
x y x square plus 1, sir.
x square plus 1, because you may compare this three equation. The quotient of y double dash is 1. It means we should make the quotient of y double dash is 1, so we have to divide a whole equation with x square plus 1. So
Yes,
px is x divided by x square plus 1, and qx is yes
minus xy, so minus xy x square plus 1.
minus x by x square plus 1. So you may think about this px x divided by x square plus 1. When you will use x equal to 0, then x divided by x square plus 1 will be analytic or not? Satvik?
Yes, sir. Analytic, sir.
And minus x divided by x square plus 1, it is also analytic. It means px
Yes,
and qx both are analytic at this point x equal to 0. That's why this point x equal to 0 is an ordinary point
Ordinary.
in the differential equation.
Yes, sir.
But at the same time, I am taking another example in front here. So in this case, px is a divided by x. Because when we will divide whole by x square, then px will be a divided by x and qx will be b by x square. So now px is a divided by x. Is it analytic at equal to 0? Yes, Satvik?
No, sir. So it will not be an analytic at
No,
x.
in this case, px, which is a divided by x, which is not analytic at 0, as well as qx is also not analytic. So x equal to 0 is known as singular point. Now these two singular points can be classified in regular singular point and irregular singular point. So time is not going to permit me today, so I will take this in the next class. We'll discuss in the next class. But my maximum time is just going to you are going to waste my time, you all people. So please be careful, and it's my humble request or advice to all of them, please be careful in my class and be attentive. Okay, wait just a minute, I will take the attendance, then I will leave the class. Okay, now I will leave the class, please.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, please.
Sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.